All right. Um, so very unfortunate and disappointed about my beautiful club, Manchester United. This was a club that once give us joy, happiness, make us, to jump, to celebrate. It's quite unfortunate today what this very particular good club has turned into. We are now desperate buyers and desperate sellers. And it seems the fans has actually not understand what is happening. Back then, in those days, Manchester United were a club, or was a club, in which every player wanted to go and play football for that very particular club. Very unfortunate today, people are rejecting us, not because of anything, but because of poor performance, poor management, poor coaching, no direction. In fact, to some extent, it's beginning to look as if every manager that comes in is going to have problem with the players, send some away, buy his own, yet couldn't make use of them properly to achieve any good thing. No good football, no results, no trophies. The club is gradually dying, and it seems the fan base is not really understanding what is happening. Very, very unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Yeah, quite unfortunate. We are now working like a desperado club. We are desperate buyers and desperate sellers. That is why our players that we are supposed to sell and make a lot of money, we are sending them out on the cheap prices. Not because of any, but we have really developed a sentiment within the club that we don't want them. So we are selling them out like scraps. So which serious business somebody will come in and put capital, to acquire such players? It does. No, nobody is going to come to do that. Not because of anything, not because that they are not good, but because the person who owns that very particular player is no longer seeing it as a good thing to him, and is looking for a way to discard the player by all means. So anybody who is coming for it is coming to that as the waste product. Yes, because you don't want it. And whatever thing you don't want, be rest assured that nobody is going to value it more than what you think it is. So we are the one spoiling the club ourselves. The Manchester United management, the coaching, of course, all of them are contributing to this because we have not really seen any improvement in the play. We've not seen improvement in the management. We've not seen any improvement in overall control of the club since Ferguson and you other people who truly understand what a football club should be resigned from the club. It's now a club of desperate. We want to return back to our former glory by all means. So we buy and sell. We buy with at a high price. Even though the players are not even up to that standard, their market values are not even up to what we are paying for. And then we are now selling our own out as scraps. Yes, compared to Mbeumo and Elenga, let me say it this way, or Mbeumo and Rashford, or Elenga and Rashford. Okay, Elenga and Rashford. Yeah, Elenga was sold back to Newcastle at the rate of 55 million. We couldn't see a club that would take Marcus Rashford just for a peanut of 30 or 35 million pounds. We couldn't. We have to send him out on loan. That is bad. A homegrown player. These are players that are supposed to be giving high revenue to the players, to the club. All these players are very talented. Of course, they can deliver. Just that the club have decided not to take the right path. No motivation, no improvement. You know, all players are now being treated like dustbin. Of course, that's how it is. Yes. That's how it is. You don't see them as valuable asset. Without them, we will do. With them, we will, be where we are. Of course, they go and they find success wherever they are. We are still standing in one place. So it means not only the players, but the club management have not improved. So moving this way, where do we think this club in the next 10 to 20 years will be? It might be in a relegation zone. It might even be in the second tier of the league because nothing is looking like improving at all levels, across every section of the football club aspect of the footballing aspect, or let me put it this way. It is very, very unfortunate. So bad. So bad. So bad. But what will you do? We are loyal fans. We keep supporting and believing that one day things will return back to the way it was before. Thank you.